All right, guys. So I used to say this all the time on my channel, that the pendulum always swings the other way in politics. That's why you have to be very, very, very careful what you ask for. Okay, because you might just get it done to you while you're asking for it to be done to others. It could come back to bite you in the butt. And that is how cancel culture works. Cancel culture eventually comes for everybody, because I'm telling you guys, there are people on the left that are flat out extremists, right? They're extremists. Okay? No matter how much the mainstream liberal media wants to act like there are no extremists on the left, there are extremists on the left who have extreme views. Views that corporate America doesn't necessarily like, right? That if they express those views out in public, corporate America might say, hey, you know what? We don't really want to be associated with that, right? We don't really want to be associated with you because you took it too far. Now, this happens all the time to people on the right, except the people that it happens to on the right don't necessarily have extreme views. They just have views that the mainstream liberal media doesn't like. So again, the people on the right, that don't necessarily have extreme views, just conservative views, they just get censored for being conservative. People on the left, however, they get the cushion of having to have extreme views in order for them to actually get canceled, right? And that is what happened in this situation with this New York City actress that was fired after a rant over Jason Rivera's funeral. Says that the streets closed for one effing cop. Right now, this cop was killed recently in the line of duty, and there were thousands of New York City police officers and people mourning in the Manhattan streets for this police officer, right? And this person has the lack of self-awareness to post a video of her complaining about these people mourning a police officer, a fallen police officer, on the internet, right? She actually posted that on the internet. Again, what these people put out here on social media, it really blows my mind. It really does sometimes. But let's read here. And before I get in this, I just remind you guys, this channel is currently facing some YouTube censorship. If you'd like to support, links in the description. You have the PayPal, you have the Patreon, you have the merch. You can choose to support any of those things if you want to support this channel. And also, in terms of my current setup, this is not my permanent setup. I'm actually away from home. Okay, so that's why my setup looks like this. It will get back to normal in the next few days. So hopefully, this is not my permanent setup. I'm using my mobile setup. Okay, so let's read here. A New York City-based actress was fired this weekend after backlash over her viral TikTok complaint that the city didn't need to shut down for one effing cop whose funeral was held Friday at St. Patrick's Cathedral, according to a report. New York City police officer Jason Rivera was killed January 21st by a suspect while responding to a domestic dispute in Harlem. A second police officer died days later. On Friday, thousands lined Manhattan streets to mourn the 22-year-old Rivera, but actress Jacqueline Guzman likely wasn't one of them, the New York Post reported. The actress posted a TikTok rant about street closures prompted by the funeral. Quote, "We do not need to shut down most of Lower Manhattan because one cop died for probably doing his job incorrectly," she said. "They kill people who are under 22 every single day for no good reason, and we don't shut down the city for them." Wow. Let's read more here. She continued, "This is effing ridiculous. This is effing ridiculous. What if somebody is having a heart attack in this area? Nobody can get to them because it's all blocked off for one effing cop." She later deleted the post. However, as we all know, the internet is forever. So here's actually a video of her saying these things. Okay, let's take a listen.
Do not need to shut down most of Lower Manhattan because one cop died for probably doing his job incorrectly. They kill people who are under 22 every single day for no good reason, and we don't shut down the city for them. So, this is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. What if somebody's having a heart attack in this area? Nobody can get to them because it's all blocked off for one fucking cop.
Yeah, so this person is really on the internet complaining about a police officer's funeral, right? Complaining how things are shut down for a police officer's funeral. Guys, I'm not necessarily sure if you guys have ever, seen a funeral, right? And how, they put the body in a casket and a car, and then a bunch of other cars follow along. When funerals are going on, people, even if you have some place to be, you kind of just park your car or stop your car, and kind of, veer off to the side of the road. And you do that out of respect for the dead, right? Because that person died, they lost their life. It's just like a basic respect thing, okay? This person right here apparently has an issue with these people honoring and respecting this cop, right? Again, this is normal stuff when it comes to funerals, right? This is normal stuff. Streets get shut down, things get blocked off. It is what it is. But, hey, apparently this cop didn't deserve it. Apparently, according to this person. According to this person, this cop didn't deserve it, even though they lost their life, trying to protect and serve. Now, and now I wonder, right? I wonder, okay? Since this person doesn't seem to like cops very much and shutting down the city, okay, over one cop, over one death, since people get killed every single day, according to her, I wonder how she felt about George Floyd protests, right? The George Floyd riots that shut down multiple cities for months on end, right? How did you feel about that? Did you speak out about that? Did you say, you know what? Should we be shutting down cities, neighborhoods, streets because one person got killed by a cop, right? Did you say that? Did you express that opinion? Or was that okay, right? It's okay to shut down multiple cities, to burn down neighborhoods, to burn down stores, okay, to terrorize neighborhoods because one person got killed by a cop. But when a cop gets killed in line of duty, for them to just have a funeral, right? It's not like multiple cities across the country are rioting and, people are looting and, you have shutdowns of multiple streets across the country, right? It's not like you have that. You have a funeral, right? A funeral for a fallen police officer. That's too much. But again, I guarantee you, this person didn't say those things about what happened all during 2020, right? Didn't say anything at all. I guarantee you, right? Now, there's more to this story as, posting stuff like this on social media, opinions that vast majority of people aren't going to agree with, has consequences. So let's read here. Police officers and social media commentators rebuke Guzman's complaints, calling her disrespectful and saying she should be ashamed of herself. Quote, Twitter is forever. Bless your unemployed heart, another wrote. New Yorkers turned out by the thousands yesterday to help us honor our fallen brother. New York City Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Lynch said in a statement, according to the Post, one person spreading hate cannot erase that. This kind of garbage has polluted the conversation for far too long. We need the New Yorkers who are standing with us to speak up and push back. Her employer, Face to Face Films, wrote on its Facebook page Saturday it had just made aware of an insensitive video involving one of our members, Jacqueline Guzman. Face to Face Films does not support nor condone these comments made about fallen Officer Rivera. As a result, she is no longer a member of our company. Rivera's partner, Wilbert Morat, 27, also died of his wounds after the attack. Okay, so rest in peace to those officers, obviously. Again, I think it's tragic when this happens, and, this is something I've talked about a lot, okay, over the past year. Okay, there was a record number of police officers killed last year in 2021. You don't see people riding, protesting in the streets about that. Okay, you don't see people riding, protesting the street about that, about how these criminals have become emboldened so much so to actually start killing police officers. Okay, after a whole year of rioting and protesting against police. Okay, hatred towards police. Okay, now this person revealed their hatred towards police on the internet. They put it on the internet. They thought it was a good idea to do it. And they got canceled for it, right? They got fired. Now, in the ideal world, people aren't getting fired for things that, they say on social media, opinions that they put on social media. In my ideal world, right? I don't really like to see that. But in a situation like this, even though I don't like to see it, this is what the left signed up for, right? This is what they want. They want people to get fired over their political opinions. Right? If you don't have the right political opinion, therefore you should be fired. You should be canceled. So here we go. The pendulum swinging the other way. This person has an opinion that aligns with a whole lot of far left views. And it's so far left, it's so extreme that even her company was like, we can't really go along with this. You got to lose your job. I'm sorry. Right? So I really don't feel bad. Right? I really don't. I don't feel bad at all. because it was stupid for you to even post something like that on social media in the first place. You know, even if you don't like somebody, me personally, I try to respect the dead, okay? Regardless of whether or not I like the person, regardless of whether or not I thought that person was a good person, I at very least try to respect them just, again, out of basic respect for the dead. Period. Right? Period. So, hey, man, like I said, pendulum always swings the other way in politics. This person lost her job. She probably will have a hard time getting another job, especially as an actress, after saying something like this. But who knows? Maybe some far left production company will hire her anyways. Who knows, right? She might get back on her feet. But hey, this is cancel culture, right? This is what the left signed up for. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.